So tell us about how Come Out Laughing started with you and Jason.
Yeah, it's really actually Jason's brainchild. We have been doing a lot of shows together, and then we traveled a couple times together, and we traveled really well together. And we sort of wanted to do like a post-gay tour, because we don't like the black show, the white show, the gay show, the indie. Like I just like a show,
right?
You know. So, and we both have
a funny show would be good.
Just a funny show. And I kind of feel like if you do an all-gay show and you're just doing gay show after gay show, or it just kind of feels stagnant creatively, and you should be. I don't know. It's just my thing. I kind of feel like you should be able to make everybody laugh, and I just like a mix of gay and straight. That's how it should be. That's how it is in life, and so we sort of. That's what we did. He came up with like some gay, some straight, all hilarious. I'm like brilliant, super fun.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now you said in previous interviews that you don't think that being a lesbian necessarily has affected your career, and actually you weren't out for part of it. But
yeah.
I'm curious. Do you think that being a woman has affected your career? Is it still like a harder industry for female comics?
Yeah, you know, I don't want to cry like, oh, I haven't done this or done that because I'm a lady, but I just if there's, it's just harder.
Right.
It's harder, but I would say it's probably harder in every career, and this is just yet another career where it's a little bit harder. Yeah, it's just kind of a saturation of men in stand-up. It just always has been, so it always kind of feels like a man's world you're navigating, but. You know, at the same time, funny is funny, and I love my fellow guy comedians. Like, everyone's always been super nice. I work with all of them, and yeah, I just think audiences, they tend to, you know, like I don't know, I think they sort of tend to relax more when a dude's up on stage.
Right. It's like, oh, the guy's here, it's gonna get funny.
Yeah, you know, but I think on the other hand, women get such a bad rap. They're like, oh, women aren't funny. And I think women are hilarious, and they're just not working major clubs. I think you have to sort of look at smaller venues or featuring instead of headlining. And I don't know if it's a matter of time or that's just how it's going to be, but there's amazing female comics everywhere. You just have to look a little harder, I think, you know.
It's great. So they're coming out of college, Dickinson College, which everybody in this area knows about because that's where the Redskins used to do their training camp.
Their training camp.
But you were going to be a teacher.
Yes.
Go to grad school and be a teacher.
Yes.
Are you upset that you became a comedian and now have to work summers?
No, not at all. I have like a family of teachers. I would still, you know, I never like discounted because I think it would be still fun to teach, but I love stand-up. I mean, I sort of got into it so indirectly, but it's stuck, and I love it. And you're sort of, you know, writing and speaking every day, which is basically teaching, sort of. You're standing awkwardly in front of people.
That's how I get all my political news. So.
There you go. There you go. You know, teaching's like, you know, during the day with probably less alcohol.
So at first you were doing improv.
Doing some improv, yeah.
And are you happier to be flying solo now, or do you miss that at all?
I don't miss improv at all.
Okay.
I think it's terrifying. I think stand-up is terrifying. I think improv is terrifying. I loved improv, but in college I did an improv troupe, and you don't have anywhere to be at 5 o'clock. You know, as an adult in Manhattan, you're working with 6 people, everyone has to be there somewhere, and it just got so hard to maintain, but we were performing at comedy clubs, and I was like, that was the first time I ever saw stand-up, and I thought it was fantastic, and I love the fact that I could just be responsible for myself.
You have to get the band together for
practice. No instruments or wigs or anything got awful, so yeah, I loved it.
But okay, that said, if you had to put together a lesbian improv group right now, which 3 comedians would you pick?
A lesbian improv group?
Which 3 would you choose to work with you? I know you just played softball with Dana Goldberg and Fortune Feimster recently.
I love those ladies. I don't know, I mean, improv is such a beast. I'd probably pick Fortune because she's hilarious and she does a lot of improv. I don't know, that's such a random question.
We try to be different.
You just said Fortune and Dana, so let's go with Fortune and Dana. I love those 2.
Okay, alright. So, I've read that your favorite career of all the commercials and movies and TV shows that you've been on was Allison the Fact Checker in Cameron Crowe's Almost Famous. Now, what about that made it your favorite role? Is it because you're a Virgo and you're obsessed with facts, or?
That's interesting, maybe. I think it just kind of came out of nowhere. I was really young. I felt like I just stepped in a lot of good fortune and luck, and it was just really fun. And you were on like a major, you know, movie set, and I was way over my head. And Cameron Crowe was so lovely and nice and supportive, and it was like a kid in a candy store, you know. I think that was the first time I think it was like my third audition in my life. You know, it was just kind of one of these things that just happened, you know, like. And then everyone was like, move to LA, you know, do the acting, and I was like 25 or 26. I was just trying to figure out like how to navigate Manhattan and do stand-up and be gay. I don't even know if I was gay at the time. I don't think I was. I mean, I was. But
right, but you just didn't.
Yeah. So I kind of hunkered down.
So I saw that you wrapped a couple films, Sophomore and Delayed. Delayed.
Oh, that was a short film.
Yeah, short. It's short, and Delayed.
Yeah.
Or Sophomore's in post-production.
Yeah,
I
don't
know
know
about
when
those?
Sophomore's coming out. Delayed was a student film, like a LA casting director auditioned for it. That was really cool. There's all these filmmakers who are AFI, so that was really fun. Because they were doing like everything from, you know, budget to like first person holding like a, you know, directing. So it was like all this like enthusiasm, and
everybody
it was really
wearing a lot
cool.
of hats.
Yeah, it was really cool and fun. I played this kind of crazed flight attendant, so that was fun. And Sophomore,
you had top billing, I think, on that one on IMDb.
Oh,
if you go
wow.
look, your list is #1
for
cast
a
member.
7-minute film. Sophomore was, we shot that a couple years ago. I think they were just trying to get funding for distribution. It starred Patrick Warburton. He was Putty in Seinfeld. He's done tons of movies. The voice in one of those big Disney films. And I played his wife. I felt like I looked like his daughter the whole time. But it was cool. We shot that in Rochester, in Rochester, New York, and it was super cool. Like the director was like a friend of a friend from college, and it was great. It was really fun, really fun. So hopefully that'll come out.
Okay, cool. Now I read that you're a very shy person, actually, and so how does that reconcile with this chosen career of yours?
Yeah, no one would ever assume that I was shy. Someone probably just did a spit take that actually knows me. But what I mean by that is I do in fact stand in front of people I don't know as a career.
Right.
However, I like to get out of there immediately. Like, I don't like to be like, great show, thanks, dude, thanks for coming. I just the whole glitz, glamour, camera in my face, I hate it all, except for this camera. I just kind of like the nerdy aspect of the writing and seeing if it works, and
the technical
I like
aspect
that. I
of
almost
it,
like the technical, and then sort of the performing, and then I like to kind of run with a glass of wine and hide. If that makes any sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. People never believe I'm shy either, but I truly am, as I'm sitting here sweating half to death talking to you. All right.